Across the Middle East, tension is rising once again. Two longtime rivals, the United States and Iran, are edging closer to another dangerous confrontation. Military forces are mobilizing, warnings are escalating, and the world is watching anxiously. This is not just a regional dispute. Any direct conflict between the US and Iran could disrupt global oil supplies, shake financial markets, and pull multiple countries into a wider crisis. What happens next could affect millions far beyond the Middle East. US-Iran hostility began more than 4 decades ago. In 1979, Iran's Islamic Revolution overthrew US-backed government and transformed the country's relationship with the West. From that moment on, mistrust became permanent. Since then, the two nations have clashed through sanctions, covert operations, and proxy wars. The US accuses Iran of destabilizing the region. Iran accuses the US of economic warfare and regime pressure. Neither side fully trusts the other. The current escalation was triggered by a series of military incidents and intelligence warnings. Washington claims Iran-backed groups are targeting US forces and allies across the region. Tehran denies direct involvement but promises retaliation if attacked. This creates a dangerous cycle. Every attack risks retaliation. Every retaliation raises the chance of miscalculation. History shows that wars often begin not by intention, but by accident. In response, the United States has increased its military presence. Aircraft carriers, warships, and missile defense systems have been deployed to deter Iran and protect US forces. Officials describe the move as defensive, but the message is unmistakable. But military buildups carry risks. Crowded skies and seas increase the chance of confrontation. One mistake, one misunderstanding, could ignite a conflict neither side claims to want. Iran has responded with its own show of force. Military drills, missile demonstrations, and strong rhetoric signal Tehran's readiness to defend itself. Iranian leaders insist the country will not back down under pressure. At the center of concern is the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway vital to global energy supplies. Any disruption here could send oil prices soaring and shock economies worldwide. Israel views Iran as its greatest security threat. Israeli leaders have repeatedly warned they will act alone if they believe Iran is nearing nuclear capability. This adds another volatile layer to the crisis. Gulf nations find themselves caught in the middle. They rely on US security but fear becoming targets in a wider war. Many are quietly urging de-escalation while preparing emergency plans. Markets are already reacting. Oil prices rise with every new threat or military movement. Higher oil prices mean higher transportation costs, higher food prices, and more inflation worldwide. For developing nations, these shocks can be devastating. Energy costs ripple through entire economies, affecting food security, employment, and political stability. Despite public threats, diplomacy continues behind closed doors. Regional mediators and international partners are working to keep communication alive. These quiet efforts often matter more than public speeches. At the heart of the dispute is Iran's nuclear program. The US fears weaponization. Iran insists its program is peaceful. This unresolved issue remains one of the most dangerous flashpoints. One possible outcome is de-escalation. Through diplomacy and restraint, tensions could cool, at least temporarily. This would stabilize markets and reduce the immediate risk of war. Another path is limited conflict through cyber attacks, proxy forces, or isolated strikes. This scenario avoids forward but keeps the region unstable and unpredictable. The worst-case scenario is direct war, a conflict that would draw on allies, disrupt global trade, and reshape the Middle East for decades. This is the outcome leaders say they want to avoid, but history warns it as always possible. As US-Iran tensions rise, the world stands at a critical moment. Decisions made now will echo far beyond borders and headlines. Staying informed is essential. If you found this analysis valuable, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth global coverage. Thank you for watching.